Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Auburn Tigers. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The game makes it second and medium. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Escapes the sack. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Pitch play to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense hauled him over the option that time. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Caught quickly. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that, right?
Looking for a deep completion. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you find a one-on-one matchup just like this, even though it's the first play of the game, and you attack downfield. Regardless of the situation, when you see a matchup as a quarterback, you take advantage of it. What a way to get started here for this offense.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
This will be 3rd and short, the 7th play of the opening drive. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking right, this one caught. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a 1st down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Brought down at the 2. After the catch, the offense close to punching it in.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. You cannot in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff here from the shotgun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about cap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the same runner's got it again. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Can he get there on the ground? Fights off a defender. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the 1st down in this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage, and they get him down after the completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here's the 2nd down play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Deep shot caught inside the 25. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Handoff running right. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain their run game, hold them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Here's a serious gamble, folks. Coach going for it, backed up near his own end zone. Finds his man, has the 1st down. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He eludes the rush. He escapes one man, but he'll be swallowed up with a play and taken down.
Just complete domination here by this Auburn defensive lineman, able to come up with that sack. And Chris, think about it, over the years since you and I have been doing college football, going way back to guys that Auburn's had, like Andre Bruce, such an electrifying pass rusher off the edge. Tracy Rocker, more from the inside. Nick Fairley, another guy that could dominate. Boy, Auburn's had some great ones.
The Wolverines will line up to kick it away. On a punt now for the 1st time today. With the return, it's Harris. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. On 1st down, it's play action. Short pass finds the tight end. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Makes a quick catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And stop right there at the line of scrimmage, and that'll end the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Auburn 14, Michigan 0.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Look at him run through those tacklers. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Grab down the middle. It's Harris. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. The offense threatening now. 1st and goal. They'll run it from the gun. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Auburn. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Well, this head coach clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he finds his target. He has the first. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Pass caught. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a 1st down.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Running back has it on a screen now. And he never had a chance, tackled in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield and rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the back gets the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Can he take it all the way? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, I feel like the quarterback just stared down his intended target, brought that safety who's sitting back in cover 2 right over to make that interception. I'm putting that one on the quarterback.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Using his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They've converted both previous 4th down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Chris, here on 4th down, I thought they might be a little bit more conservative, but give them credit. They take a shot downfield and hit it for the first down and much, much more.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Snags the quick throw. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. And he'll set up to throw. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, it's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
It's 4th down and a long way to go, but they're going to go for it. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Here's the throw, deep downfield. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Michigan 0.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Will take over 1st and 10.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Ball handed off. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
They'll run it to the right side. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, they keep trying to run the football. They keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. It's a quick grab. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice solid gain.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Can he make it to the marker? And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Wolverines will come to the line on fourth down looking to convert. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Not much on that play, brought down short. To the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Hand off to the right side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The drive that just won't end. It's third down and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And it's caught across the middle. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down mark.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun handoff here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Runs out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Brings up third down.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Auburn 21, Michigan 0.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. He'll hand it off. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. He'll take a deep shot. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Harris. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Gain on the first play moves it to the 43. It'll be 1st down. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down play coming up. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up, and sometimes you can get sacked.
That sack sets up an important 3rd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's got it. Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Moving to the 35.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Grab behind the line. It's Smith. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Back to throw again. Lets it go. And it's intercepted in a desperation throw here. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Breaks free. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Using his legs, it's Cook. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to pass this time. Quarterback escapes the pocket. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver makes the grab. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense inbounds so they keep that clock moving.
He's escaping the pocket now. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long. Now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Man tackled after a small pickup there.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
He shreds the tackle. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Receiver in motion now. Quick throw caught on the left side. Looks like Auburn will have the first down. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
Oh, that really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pulls it in. Smith heads out of bounds and a short gain on the play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's caught downfield. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. It's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl route, Cook, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
That is an ill-advised pass right there. Falling away from his target, throwing the ball off his back foot.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Handing off on the draw play. Running with purpose. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. And a chance here to build the lead, make it a 3-score game in the final quarter. No problem, knocks it right through. And they add to their lead. After extending the lead with a field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do. And looking for a big play here. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Catch catch is made down the middle. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Pressure is coming. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pass here on second down. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Big play. He moves the ball all the way to the plus 35. And the Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Throws it to the right. He pulls it in for a big gain. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. The Wolverines hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even